this and God revealed this to me. And when I read this and I was able to break it down and understand it, I almost cried. God brought me to Habakkuk. It's really pronounced Habakkuk, but I'm going to say Habakkuk for short, just in case I didn't pronounce it right the first time. I didn't know this, but Habakkuk was a prophet, and he received a prophecy from God. I felt like this was a prophecy from God as well when I was reading this through his word. So whoever this video comes across, I hope this helps you just as much as it helped me. In Habakkuk 1 and 2, it says, "How long, Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen, or cry out to you, violence, but you do not save?" Then verse 3 says, "Why do you make me look at injustice? Why do you tolerate wrongdoing? Destruction and violence are before me. There is strife and conflict abounds." Then it goes on to verse 4, and it says, "Therefore the law is paralyzed, and justice never prevails. The wicked hem in the righteous, so that justice is perverted." That whole paragraph jumped out at me because this is literally my cries out to God these last couple of weeks. I've been going through a lot that I do not share, because some things are meant to be shared, especially if it's too premature to share, if that makes sense. But I will try to use this platform to encourage other people and to share what God shares with me, because I feel like this is what my platform is for. And by me sharing things with you guys, or even scriptures, hopefully it encourages me and pushes me to open up my mouth more to share my testimonies and the things that I've experienced, the things that I've survived, and the things that I'm still going through and trying to navigate through. So then in Habakkuk 5, verse 5, it says, his answer to Habakkuk was, "Look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed, for I am going to do something in your days that you would not believe, even if you were told." Then it goes on to verse 6, "I am raising up the Babylonians, that ruthless and impetuous people who sweep across the whole earth to seize dwellings not their own." Habakkuk is literally saying, God, I keep praying and you're not answering me. Nothing is changing. He is seeing injustice done right before him. People are lying, twisting the narrative, and abusing their power. It seems like the wicked is surrounding the righteous. And it seems like the law is unjust and paralyzed. And this is exactly what I've been going through when it comes to my personal situation. And I know other people's been going through it too in so many other different ways. My peace being disturbed, custody battles, people twisting the narrative, playing victim in situations that they caused, spreading rumors about me, my husband, and even involving innocent children that don't need to be involved. But I guess they're involved because they are connected to me and they are connected to my husband. Situations where the system failed me and didn't do their job, and feeling like I was being unheard, like my voice wasn't being heard, and God was silent. Habakkuk was saying, God, why are you letting this happen? Why won't you stop it? And why does it feel like the wicked is winning? These are all things that I literally said to God myself, like literally days ago, word from word. If you felt like this and you also question God like this, it doesn't mean that you're faithless, and it doesn't mean that you're weak like the enemy is trying to make you feel and think. Now, remember when I told you what God's response was to what Habakkuk said in verse 5 through the 6th verse? He tells Habakkuk, and which was also like affirming me by saying, I am doing something new, but you won't understand it yet. When he says he is raising up the Babylonians, a ruthless nation, to deal with the situation, the key is God wasn't saying the Babylonians were righteous. He was saying he is going to use them as a part of his plan to judge them afterwards. So just because God may uses the enemy to rise for a moment does not mean they're going to win in the end. So the Babylonians represent people who in our life lie on you, harass you, intimidate you by using intimidation tactics to try to scare you and back you up in a corner. The nonstop attacks and the system that just doesn't seem to work for you when you run to them for help. God is saying, I know exactly who they are. He sees the violence, their pride, their wickedness, and he is letting this play out for a reason. But they will not get away with it. He is working behind the scenes even when we cannot see.